Welcome to vlog 9. This is for days 10 and 11 of the trip. On day 10, we did a number of things. We went to an old chateau, a French castle, which was used for an American psychological warfare unit during the war. The owner of the hotel has a small museum in there dedicated to that unit. So we got a little tour of that. And then in the afternoon, we got to sit down and have lunch with a number of French citizens who had been alive during D-Day, and they give us their recollections of the event. And then today, we spent all day at Omaha Beach. First, we visited the western sector where the 29th Division had their assault. And then we went to the eastern sector where the 1st Division had their assault. Each time we got to go to the monument for that division. We had a little remembrance ceremony. We got down to the beach itself, and we were able to go up to the cliffs and walk around the German defensive areas. So again, these 2 days echoed similar themes we've been having so far of the importance of remembrance and definitely the importance of geography. I mean, you stand down there on Omaha Beach, right by the water's edge, and you look up at the cliffs and you really recognize and understand how far those soldiers had to go from their landing ships to reach the Germans and how wide open they were to German fire. There was just no protection. It was a very dangerous place to make a landing, but they did, and they succeeded, which I think makes it all the more impressive. So we paid homage to the 1st Division. We spoke some words at the monument to the 1st Division, and we went over their exploits during the assault on the eastern half of the beach, and made sure that their efforts were remembered for sure. So in terms of the project, I have created an estimated time frame of how long it will take and what will have to be done for a successful completion. So I will put that up here week by week. So I anticipate some preparation work will certainly have to be done. That'll include things like working with the class early to identify the project ahead of time. That'll give me time to identify some real-world contacts and organizations that the kids will be able to contact later to get to interviews and contact people who experienced the event. And I might also need to schedule a field trip in advance based on the event if there's a location nearby that can help us understand it better. First week of the project, I anticipate spending about half the week having the class do preliminary overview research to develop the needed background and context to frame the event and understand what was happening. We'll be contacting the organizations and individuals to seek interviews and contacts during this time. And also I anticipate during that time getting the class familiarized with the geography of the event through a number of means, whether that's virtual reality, field trips, Google Earth, photography, videos, maps, everything we can get our hands on we will use and try to get a solid picture of what this event looked like physically. Then into week 2, we'll have the lessons on developing good interview techniques and possibly conducting some if the schedule works out for that week. We'll also try to start identifying some artifacts based on the students' research and interviews and analyzing those artifacts. And then we'll also have teams of students beginning physical model construction of the event and website construction for the analysis and artifacts. Then going into week 3, they'll continue conducting interviews, editing interview footage, which might be video or audio. And they'll also have to write introductions or captions to give the viewer of the interview context of what they're going to see and who they're listening to. We'll be writing artifact analysis at that time, continuing to identify artifacts, continuing model construction, and website design. Then in week 4, we'll be finishing any remaining interviews, editing all footage that's been done, finalizing the writing that will go along with that, the captions, the information, the description, editing all of the analysis that's been done of the artifacts that they found and posting that to the website, finishing the model construction, tying the QR codes from that to the website, and then making sure everything is looking good and polished, and then publishing it to the world, because that's the point of this project. It's not to be contained within the school is to extend the legacy of an important event and to make sure that that memory endures and that those people are not forgotten. So definitely we have to publish it to a wide audience. So we'll make sure that link gets out to as many platforms as we can. We'll make sure it gets sent to all the organizations that helped us as well. So I think that'll be a pretty solid schedule. I know that I have the time available, so it's not stretching things too much. So tomorrow I will be creating the last vlog entry of this series and putting together any finishing details that I can think of as we head back to Paris to get ready for the flight home. So thanks for watching, and tune in for the last entry tomorrow.